Go.
Yo.
Man, that sucks. I mean, at least it's like low stakes, because if that were like, I don't know, an Evangelion episode or something, it would like ruin everything. But it doesn't. It's fine. It's fine.
Slight mistake.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was a you had the whole Itsuki feud with like Futaro after the kimonos, which makes more sense. I just call it the kimonos because it's like the midway point of the series. It's kind of a big thing. I love it. That's honestly, I mean that part is among like the best parts in the series as far as I'm concerned. There's some yen there. Not like I know the people on the yen, although they probably like change it a lot.
Probably.
Yeah, the loans. What do you have loans for? Well, what student doesn't have loans at this point? So.
Yep, student loans are just a part of life at this point.
That's how it goes. So, no, it's you're basically screwed either way because you go to school and then you like don't get out till you're 30 and then you're gonna be in debt anyway, or you don't go to school and then everyone thinks you're a peasant, and then good luck if you can succeed. But whatever, you just screwed either way at this point. It's there's whatever. It's you just have to go and just toil and just make it. Probably the best strategy is just save your money. Just save your money. That's like the best that you can do. Save your money. Don't get addicted to something, and just try to keep it like that. Oh, this was a good one. The arcade, the arcade mode. Raiha-chan. Kawaii. Yes, yes, this is answered. You on there? Or?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Just making sure the audio doesn't go out there.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Raiha doesn't get much moments. I got Raiha, I made the little accent mode. I say Raiha, and it's kind of like too Murica mode.
Go to America.
Well, the hard R is Murica mode. Either that, or you're talking like you're from the eastern cities and whatnot, or you're talking like a cowboy or something. But I don't make fun of the Yankees too much on that. Although the funny thing would be is if people thought I was a Yankee, but I'm not. Even though sometimes I, attack on the Boston mode, take a little bit visit down to Boston there, from Massachusetts there. Yeah, put a bit of the accentuate the as there, dropping the as, take a trip down to the city. I'm not a city man, not a city boy. Never been to the city, but I don't know. Maybe I would on the
And
business
that's where
here.
I grew up.
I know you grew up in Alberta.
Yep. And I grew up in one of the cities there.
Okay, well, that's city, but not like Boston or New
Oh,
York or
definitely
whatever.
not Boston or New York.
No, I mean people have just regular Canadian accents there. So never been to the city though. I've been in the boondocks forever and hope to continue so.
I was gonna say, truthfully, it's not the world's most exciting place to be.
No, and it's only getting worse. So And Yotsuba goes with a Raiha, so we're on that good setup. That's a good moment. Ooh, homework in the kimonos. I've done that before. On my grad thing, when I was in the suit, I actually like went to my dad's for like an hour and we like played like a wrestling game in my suit because I felt like it. So that was a fun one. Because I hadn't worn a suit then. I had never worn a suit in my life until I wore a suit then, and I've been enjoying it since.
I am not someone who enjoys that.
I do, but that's just me. But I never had worn a suit ever until that point. I didn't even get into one of those like weird baby suits, you know, where like they get like one for like a kid. Never in my life. I had been dressed like the way I had dressed before, you know, the sweatpants mode, sweater mode. Not like it's that abnormal. I still never wear jeans. I'm just not a jeans person.
Neither am I. I can relate to that one.
Yeah, I guess that's just another element of just why I'm not American. Sorry to say, guys, I'm just not into the jeans. It's just not in me. Not a fan of the jeans. Gotoubun desu. Demo watashi 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 wa anata ga sugiyo. We are the brides. Difficult to roll that R. Difficult to roll that R as if I'm a Scot. On Scottish mode, you're always rolling the R's. But, you know, I'm just someone who can memorize lyrics. I don't actually like know Japanese. Maybe I could learn it.
I've learned a bit.
Maybe I could learn it just because it would help me take in a bunch of like imports. It would be useful. It would be useful. And there are like plenty of tools to learn another language if you want to. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
well,
there's tools everywhere these days.
yeah, honestly. In terms of like real education, you can find like better stuff on the internet. It's just if you're self-educated, you don't get a piece of paper that says you're smart.
Yep.
Eating corn dog, I guess. I never had food like that. I always was like grossed out by food like that.
Really?
Yeah, corn dog, meh. I never liked hot dogs. I'm just, I'm just not into it.
I love hot dogs. I mean, after all, life is like a hot dog.
But it's not like mine because I just don't have hot dogs. And that was before bras were invented. Well, I wouldn't put it past you, but
Were we not putting past me?
no, no, not you. I mean Ichika.
Oh. Yep. Fair enough. Yep, back before bras were invented. A simpler time for everyone.
Mm-hmm. Well, it would have been simpler, and then I'm not even what they sure how the transition went on in Japan. It probably was just like no bras, and then we just showed up, and then suddenly, whoa, import this new technology.
Incredible!
Uh huh. It's actually interesting with like who interacts with who because you get like Nino and Ichigo, which you don't really see much, and you get like Raiha and Yotsuba. Raiha. I tried to say that because I don't know. I could say it in a way that could be ooh that's the thumbnail mode. I might make that the thumbnail.
That's a good thumbnail.
That's probably some inadvertent ammunition, but oh here we go. Yeah, so this is actually where they start like pushing the old push Miku on the Futuro. This is actually where they set it up. So episode 6, it was like an established thing, but you know, it needed to be set up, and it's set up here, and it's set up before the rest of them. Well, I don't even. Yeah, I didn't watch these like beforehand. I just kind of like I'm just like winging it. So maybe I should have, but I'm just kind of here. I'm just chilling with this.
Just chilling out.
Yeah, I mean, Best Bruh said he liked it, so
Which,
maybe.
to be honest, not something I'd expect him to like.
Yeah, maybe we could bring him in for like season 2. But
He seems more like the an action person to me.
yeah, he is. But he knows like a lot of anime. He is basically like an anime guy. He knows. He introduces me to a decent amount. So we could bring him in. You know, if 20XX liked this, it actually probably would be like really funny. But I don't know. I doubt 20XX would be into this.
You never know, he might. His anime tastes are kind of surprising, actually.
I haven't talked to him in forever, but if he were into it, then eh, I don't mind doing this again either. But that is the case, but they kind of don't reinforce that later. But that's pretty good because you know this is that one whole Japanese festival thing where they have their fireworks. And I remember Japan just like held it anyway and had everyone meet up anyway during COVID, and everyone else insulted them, and I'm like, good job.
You
That's
did it.
yeah. Well, it's like they just don't care, and you know the Orientals are mostly just immune to it. I mean, if you look at the cases in all the Oriental countries, they're just not there. The Orientals, I think, have immunity to it. Either that, or our countries are just totally exaggerating it, which is probably the case. When you look at it, it's like basically a non-issue, except in like white countries and like India. Oriental countries, it's like done. In like Africa, it's like non-existent. So not like our media will say that, but
No, the point of the media is to make people freak out.
yeah, that's what it does. The Orientals were like, oh well, we need to like wear masks, but we already do that anyway when we get sick, and we'll just like live as we do, and we're Asian and we're law-abiding, so we'll just much more chill than you'd think. But it's probably because their media is actually trying to help their people.
Thing is, it's just a human thing in general, but humans tend to remember and just hang on to bad things more than good things.
Uh-huh. Let's just.
Because you could have a businessman who goes to work, thinks, oh, you know what? Today's a pretty good day. Like, day's going well for him. And then the coworker beside him says something stupid. And then all of a sudden, he gets home and it's like, oh, how was your day? Oh, it was terrible. Because they
Mm-hmm.
hang on to that one bad thing.
Wow, that's quite the little image for like Yotspa on the phone. I wonder if people even have. I guess people have phone images. I don't have a phone, so I don't know how it works.
Yeah, that's new. Yeah, that's newer technology for phones.
I'm like, I am. I was gonna say I'm an old man, but I don't know. I just don't have a phone. I just don't really want one, and I don't think it really does well for you. Not on Facebook, not on Twitter. I think it probably hurts your. Well, people just get addicted to it, and they spend like 2 hours of their day on it per day, and you just think about that, and it just you're just on it, on it, on it, on it, on it, and it just you lose time, you lose time, you lose time, you lose time. But I'm kind of like an interloper. I'm like on the internet, but I don't even like have a Facebook. You're definitely an interloper if you like that. Ooh, Futuro doesn't reciprocate. Well, that was a nice setup, though. That's a nice setup, though. Especially with implications from season 2, because that will probably drive you crazy given that. Man, though.
I'll be there.
Doesn't make eye contact while speaking. Very awkward stash there, buddy. You give me bad vibes.
Oh, I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Stranger danger.
Maybe this is why the Asians gave up the face hire. They can do it, you know. Fu Manchu is pretty graceful. They can have their, samurai goatees or whatnot. You guys can do it. Oh, this is where we get the good setup. This is where. Is this where it gets good, or I believe it is. Ooh, yeah, this is where it gets good. This is where it gets good. This is where we get like 3 bombs in like a row. Yeah, we begin with piggyback mode. He kind of just has her just like, how do you say that? It's not like a normal piggyback. Wow. When was the last time I got piggyback done? Maybe when I was 8 years old. I couldn't get piggyback much because I got too big, and then they couldn't lift me anymore. That's how it goes. I love this part. He didn't lift her like a knight in shining armor, but well, granted, she probably can't move her legs that well in like a kimono if it's like tied down there. So,
No,
and,
probably not.
and as usual, Yotsuba kind of just gets sort of sidelined in terms of the character development, but you get kawaii scenes nonetheless. This is where we get our main Miku development, and then they kind of pull back with the Miku stuff a little bit after, but with some dude with a mustache. I just didn't even like looking at him. Just
Some guy with a mustache appeared
ah
and just
mustachioed
looked
man's car.
creepy.
Military time. Ugh, military time bugs me. It's on my laptop, but I can't change it. But
Not much that can be done.
ooh, I like that. You're being more helpful than to do with studying. She wouldn't expect that from him, but this is where he's trying to help beyond studying. He's more than the money man, and the smile tells it. Oh man. Oh, and this is the scene. This is the hand holding scene. Oh, I love this. I love this. Oh, there's no need to ask. Yes. Assuredly. Assuredly. Nah, Neil on the hand holding though. But yeah, covering his face like that. Oh, this. I remember. This is good. This is good. He doesn't know what. He doesn't know how to sum it up, and then he ends up kind of pissing her off. Oh, I love that. But what could he say? What could he say? Friends, associates? Well, he didn't say friends. So
Everybody say it.
He didn't know. He didn't know how to describe his relationship with Miku, associates, friends, whatnot. Well, of course, this is like the first time he's just said, "I'm not in it for the money," but. But that was just. I love that scene so much. Well, I like it because you don't really get much like reflection on it from like Futuro besides that until later. Although like you get like a bunch of reflection on it from like Miku until it's like included at the end of the season. Because she doesn't. Well, it's difficult to say like when she concludes that she likes Futuro, like when she like just says it flat out. I mean, at the end of the season, it's like it is. It's not really concluded. It's more just like she's just like I will get with Futuro, and I don't care what the rest of you think. That's basically the conclusion at the end of this season, and I love it. But
I don't need your opinion.
yeah, that's what it is at the end of this. That's what it is at the end of it. Well, there is a bit of a cute thing before where she's like talking with Ichika because you get these scenes where she's like discussing it with like Ichika, and then she's like, "Well, maybe we could share him." And then at the end of it, she's like, "No, Futuro is just going to be mine, and if you want to fight, then I'm going to win." And I'm just like, ugh. This is the setup, man. This is the setup, man. This is the setup, man. And look, none of the others ever commit to being with him like that early at all. It's well, whatever. I mean, season 2 does change some of those things up, but well, whatever. I think there will be waifu wars. People have their takes, but all the nerds side with me. All the nerds who analyze this show more than they should side with me. Granted, like I don't see much arguments for like what should be. Like I've never seen anyone actually argue that like Ichika should be with Futuro ever, and I've never seen someone argue that. Well, I've seen Nino arguments, but that's like a season 2 thing, and I've seen Itsuki arguments, but that's basically what I've seen. Like in terms of like arguments for it, not like well, I would prefer like an actual like argument behind it. But I will stay firm on Miku until the end of time. I will remain firm on it. Still best character in the series.
My decision remains.
Yes, I will defend it. I will defend it. I will stay there. Ugh. I had like a small little hangnail, and it just totally bugged me, so I got rid of it. Now I can be comfortable.
Well, that's good. Gotta be comfortable too.
I would be singing this, but I can't. I could try mumbling it, and that would be cringe. I mean, I just don't mumble. This is what some people do when they sing anime openings. Like they'll just mumble it. They'll just mumble what they think the lyrics are, and they can do that because that's their standard. But I have a standard of actually like knowing it, so I'm not gonna try unless I know. With the size of their their breast sizes, well, I'm pretty sure all their sizes are the same. I'm pretty sure that's confirmed. I think I actually read that on the Wikia that their breast sizes are all the same, which is good. We don't need to have debate on that issue. That does not need. Yeah.
That's such a stupid debate.
Well,
But yep, there would be a debate that would happen.
most people don't even like look at because I like. It's funny because I actually just like I look at like the characterization and what's going on and I talk about it like that, which is funny because most people are just like, "This be wholesome, me be watching. That all I need to know." And granted, that's all I need to know too.